My dear child, yes, you're the one whose eyes are reading this now. Do you really think you're here by coincidence? Not at all. In my realm, nothing happens by chance. I led you here. I called you personally because there is something vital for you to receive. Tell me, have you been feeling worn out lately, like something is draining your energy and robbing you of peace and joy? Like this video to claim it. Are there moments you can't even recognize yourself or unsure if you're simply tired, hurting, sad, or just hollow inside? If that sounds familiar, then listen closely. There is a woman who is about to enter the sacred space of your soul. She comes not to frighten, but to bring divine restoration. This isn't a threat, this is heaven's way of stepping in. She is not from the physical world. She's spiritual. She doesn't knock, she arrives when your heart genuinely opens. She brings nothing material. She's not here for your possessions. She comes to take away what has been quietly stealing your life: guilt, fear, past wounds, lingering trauma, dark thoughts, and silent heartbreaks. I know all you've hidden. Every secret you've buried, every silent tear, every internal scream you've never voiced. I saw it even when you were smiling. I've been with you the entire time. And now, she comes on my behalf. If you allow her in, she will lift it all away instantly, completely. But before I tell you more about her, I need your undivided attention. What's coming next will shift your entire perspective. If you stay with me through this message, you'll receive something beyond value. We are not money, not material success, but peace in your soul and liberty in your spirit. The kind of peace only I can give. Please, don't walk away. Don't get distracted. She is coming. Type 1111 to claim it. And soon, you will understand why her arrival is the answer to the cries you've whispered in the dark. Son, I saw you last night when you thought no one was watching. I noticed the lost expression in your eyes and the tightness in your chest. You weren't sure if it was anxiety or sadness, or maybe just a soul that's completely worn down. I heard the thoughts you didn't dare speak, and not even to those closest to you. The ones that asked, what if I don't make it through this? What if I end up alone? What if things never get better? I want you to know your fears don't scare me. In fact, they move me to act. That's why I've sent this woman. She's not made of flesh and blood. She has no earthly name or face. But she's very real. She is of me and from me, my presence sent into your life right now. She will find you wherever you are, lying in bed, sitting silently in a place that feels empty, or standing in the middle of a life that no longer feels like your own. She'll come to the corners of your heart you've kept, you to where you buried childhood wounds, silent fears, and painful failures. Do you know why she's coming? Because it's time for freedom. I never meant for you to carry what has been weighing on you. I didn't place those burdens on your back. You fear being left behind. You fear you're not enough, that you'll repeat someone else's mistakes. You fear being unloved or forgotten, but these are lies the enemy planted in your mind. She's here to tear out those lies, one by one. When she enters, you may feel shaken. The soul trembles when unexpected light fills a dark place. But don't fear. This trembling is part of your healing. Memories you tried to bury might rise up. You'll face what you've avoided, and finally release what you've clung to out of fear. She's going to take what's been silently draining your life, fear, your sleep, your hope, your energy. How much longer will you remain chained? I did not design you to live bound in fear. I created you to walk by faith. And when you walk with me, fear loses its grip. Type God is with me. Today I send you peace. It won't arrive with loud noise or chaos. It will come quietly but powerfully. It will touch every part of your life. She will replace your fear with boldness, your doubt with purpose. Your confusion will give way to clarity, and your loneliness will dissolve in my presence. As she works, you will feel lighter. Not because everything outside you has changed, but because what was never yours is no longer being carried by your soul. I know letting go is hard. But it's time. Let her take what I never meant for you to hold. Let peace do its work. Don't overthink this. Simply open your heart and say, God, I give you permission to move. That is when healing truly begins. This woman is coming to your soul's dwelling place, and she won't leave until every fear that has haunted you is removed. Trust me, I will make this happen because I am your Father. I can sense that when you heard I sent a woman to lift your fears, something inside you became anxious. You may be wondering, why me? After all the wrong I've done? You question, after turning away so many times, how can I still deserve this? But hear me, as she did not come to accuse you. She carries no list of your past failures. She brings healing, not judgment. She's not here to expose your scars. She's here to apply balm to your wounds. I don't desire to see you fall. I long to see you stand, whole and renewed. I'm not counting your sins. I'm counting the days of your redemption. Her presence is a clear sign that the season of restoration has begun. My child, the one I cherish so deeply, yes, you. You're not reading this by accident. You were led here for a reason. Tell me, have you not felt completely drained lately, as if something precious has been stolen from you? Are the days when you can't even tell what you're feeling or whether it's pain, sorrow, or just emptiness? If that's true, then open your heart and listen carefully. This woman is drawing near to the core of your being. She comes not to take, but to remove the burdens that were never yours. Do not be afraid. This is not some strange event. It is a holy encounter, a heavenly sign sent with urgency and love. She's not walking in from outside. She's entering the moment your heart surrenders. She doesn't come looking for your things. She comes to take what's been robbing you internally. The fear, the guilt, the pain that shaped your silence, the trauma that hardened your smile, these are what she's after. I know what you've kept hidden. Every private tear, every unspoken cry that sat silently in your soul. You've masked your hurt well, but I saw through it. I always have. So now, with my love fully poured out, I tell you she's almost there. If you let her in, everything will shift in one divine instant. God says, my dear child, I hold the authority to shift the future. My dear child, I want to remind you today that I, the Creator of all, hold the authority to shift the future. I am the one who sees the beginning and the end. I know every detail of your life, and nothing escapes my sight. Your future is in my hands. No one else has the power to shape it like I do. I know where you've come from, where you are now, and where you will go. Trust in my plans for you, for I have always been and always will be in control. When you feel uncertain about the future, come to me. I will guide you. I understand your worries and fears, but I want you to know that I am bigger than those concerns. I know what is ahead, and I will lead you through it. You are not walking alone. In moments of doubt, place your trust in me. When you cannot see the way forward, I will make it clear to you in due time. I created time, and I hold it in my hands. I know what is coming before it even happens. The twists and turns you face in life do not surprise me. I have already prepared a path for you, even when you don't understand the direction you're heading. There are moments when you may not see the bigger picture, but that is when you must trust me. I have designed your life in a way that will bring you closer to your purpose. In the moments you feel lost, know that I will never let you stay in confusion. I will show you the way, whether it is through small signs or grand revelations. The future may seem like a mystery to you, but it is clear to me. My plans for you are good, even when the road is hard. Trust that I know what I am doing. I have been with you through every struggle, and I will be with you through every triumph. I want you to know that I am not a distant God, watching from afar. I am near to you, right beside you. You may not always feel my presence, but I am always there, working in the background of your life. I am aware of every tear, every joy, every prayer. You may wonder why things happen the way they do, but remember, my child, I see things from an eternal perspective. I see your life from start to finish. I understand the full story, even when you can only see a small part of it. There will be times when you question the events that unfold in your life. But remember, I am the author of your story. I write each chapter with purpose, even the chapters that are hard to bear. I do not allow pain without a reason. Every trial you face, I am using it to shape you into the person you were created to be. The challenges you go through are not meant to harm you but to refine you, to teach you, and to help you grow. There is a great future awaiting you, child. Even when you cannot see it clearly, I know what it holds. I know the good things that are coming your way. The blessings I have prepared for you are beyond what you can imagine. And there is nothing, no force, no person, that can take those blessings from you. What I have planned for you is secure. Trust in my timing. Trust that everything will fall into place when it is meant to. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that I am the one who holds the authority to change the course of your life. If things are not going the way you hoped, I can shift them. I have the power to turn situations around, to bring new opportunities into your life, and to open doors that you never thought possible. Do not fear the unknown because I am with you every step of the way. I am your protector, your provider, your guide. I will not leave you stranded in uncertainty. Sometimes you may feel that time is running out, that the future is slipping away from you. But I want you to know that I am never late. I do things in my perfect timing. What may seem like a delay to you is actually my way of preparing you for something better. You may not understand why certain things haven't happened yet, but trust that I am working behind the scenes, preparing the best path for you. You may wonder about the choices you need to make. Sometimes, life presents you with difficult decisions. In those moments, know that I am guiding you. If you seek my will, I will make the path clear. If you ask for wisdom, I will give it generously. Do not fear making mistakes. I am always here to correct your course when necessary. You can always come to me for help, and I will never turn you away. In your journey forward, you will experience many changes. Life is always moving, always shifting. But no matter how much things change around you, remember that I am unchanging. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My love for you will never fade. My promises to you are secure. The future may bring challenges, but it also brings blessings, and I am with you through it all. So, my child, do not fear the future. Trust that I am already there. I know the plans I have for you, and they are good. I will take care of you. I will guide you. I will provide for you. I will be with you through every twist and turn, every moment of joy and sorrow. You are in my hands, and there is nothing to fear. The future is not unknown to me, and it is in safe hands. I love you deeply. I have always loved you, and I always will. Trust in me, for I hold the authority to shift the future. I am working everything together for your good, and you will see the beauty of my plans unfold in your life. Let go of your fears and trust in my power to bring about a future full of hope, purpose, and blessings. You are my child, and I will never let you go. Trust in me today, and let me show you the way forward. I am here, and I am always in control. She's not holding a mirror to your flaws. She holds the medicine your spirit has been needing. She doesn't accuse. She embraces. You don't need answers right now. You need restoration. Healing doesn't begin with blame. It starts with kindness. You've been too hard on yourself. You've whispered names over your soul: weak, unworthy, broken. But with each of those words, the light I placed in you has dimmed. So today I declare enough. No more self-punishment. No more living with guilt like a second skin. Stop believing you don't deserve love or joy. Even before you made those mistakes, I knew. And I still called you mine. This woman wasn't sent to replay your regrets. She comes to start a new chapter with you. She brings oil to soothe, like the Good Samaritan. She cleanses, she doesn't press to hurt. She carries words that heal, truths that liberate, and love that mends. Let her in and let her do her work. Stop hiding behind strength. You've suffered too long pretending. Surrendering isn't defeat to its divine wisdom. The soul that yields to me is the one I lift up with my strength. Don't shut her out. I didn't send her to remind you of what you've lost. I sent her to awaken what still lives inside you. You are my beloved child. My beautiful design. My treasure. She's not arriving to point out your brokenness. She's coming to show you that there's still beauty in your story. This is not the end. This is the turning of the page. And in this new chapter, you'll stop tearing yourself down and start walking in grace. She carries my promise, in Christ, you are made new. And today, you begin to live like it. Declare this aloud today, my healing begins. Do you know why she appeared in your life now? Because your soul cried out wordlessly but deeply. And I heard you. I always do. When your heart was about to shatter, I moved. Even if you didn't know how to pray, your tears reached me. That sigh of desperation, that moment of collapse, it was enough for heaven to respond. So she came. Uninvited by your lips, but welcomed by your need. There are moments when words fail, when pain makes no sense, and in those moments, I draw near. She didn't come to make you feel temporarily better. She came to clear out what's been slowly decaying your soul. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it may sting. But what hurts now will heal forever. You've been moving forward on the outside, while falling apart inside. And I will not let you stay in pieces. She came silently, but her work will echo for eternity. She's touching places you thought were buried. I know it scares you having someone see the things you tried to hide. But please, don't shut the door. Don't push her away. She's not here to harm you. She's here to bring you back to life. You asked me for strength, and I gave it to you through a process. You asked for peace, and I sent it to you through healing. Her presence might stir the dust in your soul. But that stirring is my touch, rearranging what no longer belongs. She confronts what you've ignored. But she also comforts what has long been aching. This is my healing hand at work. My embrace, wrapped in discomfort that brings deliverance. I love you too much to let lies keep you bound. I would rather shake you with truth than watch you quietly collapse under deception. What you feel right now is not the end. It's the beginning of your freedom. The beginning of your restoration. The beginning of the life I imagined for you before your first breath. Let her work. Let her remain. She is here by my command, and for a holy purpose. While she cleanses, I rebuild. When her work is finished, you will see yourself differently. You will look in the mirror and finally smile, not a fake smile, but one born from peace. Not a cover-up, but a reflection of healing. You believe no one notices what you go through. You wake up, show up, smile, help others. But when you're alone, the tears come. Sometimes they're loud. Most times, they're silent. You may cry quietly in the dark, or feel a tightness in your chest you can't explain. You think no one sees, but I see it all. I was there when you turned off the lights and stared into the ceiling, lost in thought. I saw you cover yourself with a blanket, and not for warmth, but to hide from fear, from life, from weariness. The heaviness that lingers in your soul, that has no name, I know it intimately. I know the thoughts that whisper through your mind. Why am I like this? Why do I have reasons to be grateful but still feel empty? Why, when surrounded by people, do I still feel completely alone? I see the pain that has no words. The wounds no one knows about. The burdens you silently carry every day. That's why I sent her. The one who didn't wait for your permission. She came because your soul couldn't carry it anymore. She understands your silence. She speaks the language of your tears. She doesn't need you to explain. She knows already. When you cry at night, she starts cleansing. When sleep escapes you, she moves through your mind, clearing the fog. When you feel pressure in your chest, she becomes the gentle breath reminding you are still alive. I didn't create you to pretend you're okay while silently breaking. I formed you to live whole, joyful, and free. Even when you got used to hiding your pain, I've always seen the truth. On the outside, you function. On the inside, you're hurting. And I want you to understand that tears don't make you weak. They prove you're human. What breaks you is holding everything in, pretending you're fine when you're not. You don't need to hold it all anymore. Healing has already begun. She didn't come to tell you to toughen up. She came to hold you and whisper, you don't have to do this alone. And as you cry, she purifies. As you break, she rebuilds. While you sit in silence, she intercedes for you. Do you know what that means? It means you are not alone, not now, not ever. Even when no one else understands, she does. And so do I. I came today to tell you with unwavering love, don't be ashamed to weep. What you've carried has been too much. But it won't be forever. She is working within you now. I'm reaching into the deepest part of you, and I promise you, that tear you cried today will soon become gratitude. Don't hide yourself anymore. Let her finish her assignment. Your healing is already unfolding. And soon, every broken part of you will be whole. Every tear will serve a divine purpose. Every wound will become your testimony. Etch this into your heart. God is healing my inner world. My son, I know the weight you've been carrying. You've taken on burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. You assumed responsibilities alone, thinking no one else would understand. You hid your pain because you thought showing it meant weakness. You held on to guilt for mistakes you couldn't forgive yourself for. I saw you ask silently, if I don't handle this, who will? So, you strapped on an invisible backpacker, one filled with harsh words, unmet expectations, and failures you never released. You've carried it for years, day after day. But son, that load was never meant to be yours. That's why you feel tired. That's why your strength feels like it slips away too soon. You're carrying a life that doesn't belong to you. So I sent here my breath, my touch, my presence in feminine form. The one who walked in without knocking. The one who knows every room of your heart. She didn't come just to comfort you, she came to relieve you. She's there with a mission, to lighten every burden, not just the ones you're willing to talk about. Even the ones hidden behind your smile, she sees them all. She doesn't leave you empty after removing them. She leaves peace in their place. She replaces confusion with direction. She gives joy where sorrow used to sit. She leaves behind renewed strength, and most of all, she leaves my presence. When you release what weighs you down, you make space for what lifts you up. Letting go of control brings confidence. Letting go of anxiety gives birth to faith. Letting go of guilt opens the door to forgiveness. You don't have to earn this. You don't need to prove yourself worthy. You only need to surrender. Say it now, God, I can't carry this anymore. Right then, she begins removing the heaviness inside your soul. She replaces it with a breath of peace you've forgotten how to feel. You thought this way of living always responsible, always carrying shame here was your fate. But I tell you today, it ends here. She came by my word. She won't leave until you are light, free, and steady again. When you feel the pressure lift, when you finally release what you've held for so long, do not be afraid. This is my spirit in motion. This is my love restoring you from the inside out. I'm removing what once crushed you so I can make room for something new. And do you know what that new thing is? It's a new way of living, free from fear, free from guilt, free from the chains of your past. Today, we make a sacred exchange. You hand me your burden, and I give you my rest. My son, have you noticed her yet? Have you felt her presence soothing the places in you that were tired and torn? Have you felt that subtle shift deep within? The question in your heart, who is she? How does she know me so well? Listen closely. She's not human. She's not of this earth. She's from heaven, sent directly to your side. She has no earthly name or face. She is my peace. She is my breath. She is my spirit, sent as comfort, healing, and transformation. She doesn't walk in shoes. She walks in purpose. She doesn't speak with sound. She speaks straight into your soul. She didn't appear in your life by chance. She arrived by promise. Remember my words long ago, I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you. I said that knowing you would face days like these alone, weary, uncertain. That is why I sent here my spirit to minister to you today. She is not just a presence. She is my direct answer to your soul's cry. You didn't need another speech. You needed to be touched in the deepest part of your being. So she came to you unannounced, uninvited by words, but summoned by your need. When you whispered, "Help me, God," heaven opened and I said, "Let my love visit you. Let my peace embrace you." She is the promise I gave you long ago. The comfort you needed when everyone else left. She never grows weary. She doesn't walk away when you stumble. She is my love, gentle like the wind, strong like the hand that holds you upright. And the most beautiful part? She didn't come for a moment. She came to stay. Yes, my son, she wants to live with you.